Good evening. Welcome to Your Faith and Your Truth with the Reverend Dr. Bishop Williams. Me. Now, let me get to today's topic. And I talked about it on yesterday. You liked him or her so hard that you loved the hard copy and then you went and got it laminated. What I meant, to let me elaborate, is you are what you attract. The law of attraction is real. And a lot of times, especially when it comes to relationships, we always say, I'm not going to deal with him, I'm not going to deal with her, I'm done with that. And then you go pick up the same person. Well, if you was done with him and her, why did you attract the same person? It was because of you. You are the person that attracts the same people. I've heard over and over and over and over and over and over today that God needs to remove people from your life. God don't need to do nothing. God already told you to use discernment as one of your three fighting tools. It is you who like the people. You like the environment. You like the persons. You like what they bring. You like what they represent. You love their DNA and you love their mess. You love their mess because you're messy. Because if you was not messy and it was not an internalized mess that you've yet to sit in because you don't want to recognize that you are messy from head to toe and toe to head and there ain't no way around it. You are what you attract. God don't have nothing to do with nothing about what we do in our metaphysical bodies on earth because he gave us the keys. I said yesterday my keys were uniquely divine and shaped and cut out for me to unlock the doors that God got for me. Well, it's the same thing with attraction. You are what you attract because you like that behavior. If you didn't like the behavior, you wouldn't have went and got the same man twice. Just because their below parts are a little bit indifferent does not mean that their head is the same. Does not mean that their head is different, rather. I'm saying that to say this, and the same thing for the woman. Just because yours may be a little bit bigger and a little bit wider down there and a little bit more moist and wet down there does not mean that you don't attract the same pings that you get to your vagina, to your areas. You are what you attract. You like it because you're messy, and you know you're messy. Your whole in between disposition in life is in chaos because you like chaos. You're not using your spiritual discernment. And then you're going to God with these empty slave prayers. Talking about God, if you could just remove them, if you could just show me who they are, if you could just take the enemy. How he gonna take the enemy when the enemy is sitting in front of God? And I'm talking about you. You are the enemy to yourself. And you don't want to recognize that you've been stepping on your own landmines. So I leave you with this. Remember, you need to clear your internal and get right with your internal before you can get right with your external. Stop asking God to do things that He's not going to do. He already gave you dominion, which stands for supreme power, superior power. He already gave you discernment, that is your ability to know from right from wrong. And He gave you everything that you needed. You inherited everything God had. When He got out the tomb, you should have got out the tomb. A lot of y'all are mentally still in your tomb, and you like being stagnant, which means dead. So you like being spiritually dead, and then you're just waiting on your metaphysical body to catch up. Cut the crap. God ain't in your business. He ain't in the business of that. God already understands. And stop praying slave prayers. Stop saying when if I, if, and say when I. Start affirming what you want and start removing the people and removing yourself from the people. You are the enemy because you are the one that attracts and accepts and can reject the behaviors that you don't like. Be blessed. Remember, God is an ever present help. Wherever I am, He is. He enfolds me, guides me, loves me, holds me. There is no doubt that me and God are in lockstep. We are in one. He is simply my supply and my supplement. I am simply in demand because He saw fit to make me a channel to deliver what He had to do. In order for that to be done, I must be clear in my mind and my thought. My thought must be clear, my conscious must be clear, and my subconscious must be clear. And when those three are clear, the manifestation and the ability to move forward will be there. The elevation and consecration shall happen automatically, and the healing shall come down as it did yesterday. I had a headache, and I said healing 3 times, and the headache dissipated. It left immediately. Be blessed.